Hi everybody. I've got one of my favorite topics today, and that is color. Color is crazy, and I'm going to show you today just how crazy color is. It's really, color is all in the eye of the beholder. I mean, everybody sees color slightly differently, and it's amazing that we can actually communicate things like stop signs and caution signs with various, with the same colors, and everyone seems to understand them. However, light is a part of this. One of the things that people run into problems with photographing their own artwork is getting the light conditions correct. And so let me just hop over here to, let me make sure okay, I'm good. I'm going to hop over here to my desktop so you can see. Well, now it's, I guess I could do Photoshop. There we go. So I could see what's going on here. Oh, where'd my chat box go? View docs, chat. There we go. Now I can see whether or not someone's on and whether or not they're going to chat with me. All right. So this is important for you to see all of my. It isn't important to see all of my pop-ups here. So you might be familiar with this here. So what color is this tennis shoe? Is it mint green and gray? Or is it pink and white? Well, in reality, this tennis shoe is done as is a pink and white tennis shoe. And why you would ask, does it look like mint green and gray? Well, as you can see, the color of the skin on the person holding this is not exactly Caucasian colored. It is done with a flash in a strange dark environment. So you might also be familiar with this one. What color is that dress? Is it blue and black, or is it gold and white? Well, I think that this was, and if you look in the background, you see how overexposed this picture is? There it is. There's still that even Photoshop doesn't recognize it as being overexposed. So what happens when we bring some of the dark in and try to take that overexposed in the background out? It's difficult, isn't it? See, once a picture has been taken that is in the wrong lighting conditions, it's nearly impossible to fix it. So here's another. Let's just take this one and see if I can get the levels correct and get the colors going where it should. Now, see, it's starting to look pink and white. There's still a little green cast to it, and that's because the lighting that it's in. So that explains why, everyone has these arguments over these memes. It's the lighting condition in which they're seen, and the reason why people will look at it differently is because our brains will compensate for the lighting conditions. Some people can compensate more than others on that. So I want to bring up this little trick. So this here is just some color blocks, and I'm gonna, let's see, I'm turning stuff off here. Hold on. There, okay. So I got my little blocks. So you can see that this is two completely different purples. One's redder than the other. One's a cool purple and the other is a warm purple. So if I put this color in here, it's a pink. It's a pink that's slightly different than the warm pink on, or warm purple on the right. And if I put this same color in here, whoop, there it is, it changes. Here, I'm going to put this up here. There you go. It's right next to each other. So now if I pull this over, it's just to prove to you that they're the exact same color. Oh, see? They are the exact same color. Isn't that fun? Isn't that amazing? Color's amazing. So I'm going to put him back over here. So what about this one? Is that the same color as this one over here too? Well, if I pull it over, it is not. Might be difficult to see, but it is slightly darker. It is not the same color as this. See? And if we bring it over here, the color's going to be more contrasty. There it is. So isn't that interesting? What's happening here is that the surrounding color is pulling the color visually out of the piece that's in the center. So this one here is pulling out all of the dark purples out of this, making this appear to be brighter. Whereas this one is pulling off all the reddish purple and making it also seem, it adjusts its color accordingly. So I want to do another one. So here we go. We've got 4. Are those 2 bottom ones and are the 2 top ones, are they the same colors? So when we make it even more contrasty, so this is kind of a rust color on the right, and this is the same purple we were using on the other one. So what happens? Let me tell you what, I'm tricking you because these 2 are the same color. Look how different they are. This one's kind of dull compared to this one, and it's the same thing going on with these. That purple is making that color look dull. Look here. Pull it over. It's the same color. You can't see any difference between the 2 of them. All right. See how much redder this looks? That's because this is pulling out all the rusty colors out of that. And how about this one? How about, is it the same color? Oh, it sure as heck is. Look at that, it just blends right in. Isn't that amazing? I think that's just amazing. Color is amazing. So, you know, when you're painting, this all comes into effect as well. So I always think this is just so amazing. So this is, we all see color just a little bit differently, but we can also be tricked by color. We can also be tricked by the lighting situations that stuff is in. So it's important that you use daylight bulbs when you photograph your artwork. Because if you use something, there, let me go back here and let's just change this here to pure white. We'll make the background, well, it doesn't matter which one, does it? We'll make this one pure white. Okay, well, look at that, they changed again. That is actually the true colors of those 2 boxes. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to change this. And we're going to give it just a subtle yellow because of our soft white bulbs. Now, because there's not a lot of difference between those 2 colors, The difference is subtle. But as you can see, the ones on the left look darker. And they look like they might have a little bit more yellow in them. But I haven't changed the boxes. The boxes are the same. The boxes are the same. I'm bringing both over. So even subtle color differences will make a huge difference in the trueness of the color. And that goes for any color. So let's just do a blue. Let me find a blue. It doesn't matter which blue. I'm going to paint bucket this one. Oops. I want the, let's see, this one. I'm going to paint bucket this one. Do you see a difference? Green. And we'll take this down here. And this one. I haven't changed the bucket color. Look how much brighter this one looks in green. It's because the green itself has the yellow's getting pulled out of it, so it looks a little bluer. And this one here looks a little darker. I just think this is just amazing. Well, I hope you think it's amazing. So there's my short little lesson on color. Why you need to make sure that you have great lighting for when you photograph your art with your cell phone. And I have a video. Let's see if I can find it real quick. And it'd be under my YouTube channel. And I can't type. On how to take your photographs with your cell phone. So you can just put Artprint Express, photograph your art, and I should be one of the first ones in the list. And I'm going to deposit that, and then we go here, and I'm going to share this in. I'm going to share this in the chat, so you can go and take a look at how to photograph your work with your cell phone. So, and it looks like it went to everywhere. So I have some hints and tips in that video, but just realize that everyone sees color differently. I do my best to match it to as exactly as I can. And also there's a little problem with the CMYK doesn't go the whole spectrum, visual spectrum. So sometimes you have to lie to the computer and just get things just as close as possible. So that's what my expertise is about when I photograph artwork. And I've been doing this for decades. I color corrected for magazines that I was working for. So I've been doing this kind of stuff for decades. All right, so that's it for today. If you liked this video, please share it with somebody else who might appreciate it. Or if you think it's amazing, share it with people that, seeing those colors change on you when they really didn't change. It's one of my favorite things. And I've got other little tips and tricks on how color works. But this one, you can take one color and make it into two colors by its environment. And it's the relativity of color. All right. Well, I'll catch you all later.